Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's bringing you all of the hottest topics around. And actor Michael Ealy is here, telling us about the new season of his heart-pounding hit series, The Following. Plus, always honest, often hilarious, Wendy's answering your questions. Now, here's Wendy!
Hello, thank you for watching. My co-host, give it up. Best in the world. How you doing? Cold? Let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Can't breathe. I love you more. So exciting. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being here. Did you watch Dancing with the Stars last night? Clap if you watched Dancing with the Stars last night. Wow. You go Dancing with the Stars. I think people like this season. Anyway, started off with an injury, a very interesting injury. Rumor. Right? Where do you want to go with this joke in my head? Okay, so that's Rumor Willis, and that's her partner, Val. That's Maxim's little brother. You know, I was just talking to you about how she's crushing on him real bad. I suspect that before the end of the season, they'll be dating, if they're not already dating. That probably is not something that he's unfamiliar with, her jumping on, her jumping on him. Well, I mean, that's what you do. You know, when you get really good with Dancing with the Stars and you have a lightweight partner, which, you know, and then a man who you're attracted to who can really handle your weight, then you can do stuff like that, which is very impressive, but just awkward to watch. Let me see it again. Do it again. Anyway, Rumor is that never gets tired to me. Rumor later blew the judges away with her performance and me with the illusion mesh outfit. I know that Demi is very short and Bruce might be average height, but I think that Rumor, did we ever find out how tall she's 5'6"? She reads a lot taller, and I had no idea until Dancing with the Stars that she's got such a good body. I always thought that she was a little thicker, you know, than the rest of her sisters. And try as I might, I can't find anywhere where she's been a trained dancer. She's just trainable, you know, and she's doing a great job on it. Good job, Rumor. Yeah. So, you know, when you're rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars, I told you it's 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, and you wear the usual dancing stuff. You know, leg warmers and leggings and a headband like Flashdance and a sweatshirt that hangs off one shoulder. Not Patti LaBelle. Patti is fabulous at all times. She's fully beat, hair done, wardrobe. I love it. I love it. She is just a fabulous woman. There she is, a scarf and everything. And she won the judges over. You know, even though she got the lowest score last night, she is so likable. Like, you can't get rid of Patti LaBelle. The judges gave her the lowest, look, She's doing the ham bone, and then the judges judged her. They all gave her low scores, but at the end, she got 22 points out of 40. But she thanked the judges like she had no idea that this was such a low, bad score. She thanked the judges, and she told her partner, they showed her saying, "Bye, Felicia," to her partner. I don't know her partner's name. He doesn't know what's his name? All right, whatever. No. Artem. Hi, Artem. Anyway, but Artem didn't know what Bye Felicia was, and Miss LaBelle is just cool and hip and glamorous and fun, and she's not the best dancer, but she sure is fun to watch. Yeah. Now, did you stay up late enough to watch the Justin Bieber roast? Yeah. Okay, clap if you watched. Interesting, because I think of our crowd as being more of a Justin Bieber pop culture roast thing than Dancing with the Stars in like its 20th season, who cares anymore thing, you know what I mean? It's interesting. Look at that Dancing with the Stars. You beat out Bieber. I'll tell you what, I wasn't staying up that late, because that's 2 hours I will never be able to get back, and I don't care. I mean, it came on at 10 o'clock. I did watch the 10 o'clock news, but I told you I like to do that on my stomach, cupping the pillow, with, and listening to the stories, and then lulling myself to sleep. Apparently, the comedians and rappers and even Martha Stewart, they all came out to insult Justin. I'll show you this, and then we'll talk.
Tonight, we're going to do what his parents and the legal system should have done a long time ago. We're about to give this boy an ass whooping that he deserves. We are.
Justin Bieber wants to be black so bad, he actually has seen Kevin Hart's movies in theaters, ladies and gentlemen.
But thanks to that music, Justin is worth over $200 million. And in prison, 4 packs of Cools.
I've been in lockup, and you wouldn't last a week, so pay attention. The first thing you'll need is a shank. I made mine out of a pintail comb and a pack of gum.
He looks nice in a suit. And he looks nice, his hair, like he's a very handsome young man, but I don't care anything about him. Do you know? So I didn't care to stay up and watch. The second thing is, I think that any 22-year-old is too young to be roasted. Like, I like when Comedy Central does the roast, but I'm very particular about who gets roasted. And I like more established people who can laugh at the jokes as opposed to him sitting there looking like a man's private part. Do you know what I'm saying? Did you know? Like, I like the Charlie Sheen roast. And I like the Pamela Anderson roast. That was a good one. And Donald Trump's roast will always be one of my favorites. These are people who have nothing to lose. They're already established. They know how to laugh at themselves and at each other. But I think that roasting, now we all get roasted every day because of social media. Like, I would never, my staff was like, well, would you like to have a roast? I said, no, I get roasted. Have you ever read my Facebook page? I'm being roasted as I talk to you right now. No, I wouldn't want to be roasted. I wouldn't even want to participate in a roast, like just to sit up on the stage and then get up there, even though they have some good writers at Comedy Central, because all those, like Shaq is not that funny. And Ludacris did not come up with that. They have writers, to come up with these jokes. So it's not really creative. It's people like Jeffrey Ross. Jeff Ross, he's very funny. Jeff Ross and people like that over at Comedy Central do the writing. Anyway, at the end of the roast, Justin read an apology from the teleprompter. Clearly he's reading. Clearly he doesn't mean a word of it. But you take a look and judge for yourself. Go ahead.
There was really no preparing me for this life. I was thrown into this at 12 years old and didn't really know what I was getting myself into. There's been moments I'm really proud of and a lot of moments I look back and I'm pretty disappointed in myself for. But the things that I've done really don't define who I am. I'm a kind-hearted person who loves people, and through it all, I lost some of my best qualities. For that, I'm sorry.
That's why these are my co-hosts. Exactly. Okay, so In conclusion, I've assessed that this roast was really about cleaning up his image, which is why he, because anybody else who would talk about themselves at a roast would definitely include jokes and laughter and lots of teeth and I hope they don't repeat this. If they do, fine. Then you'll get a chance to watch. Bye, Felicia. Every time, a person is seen with another person, it doesn't mean that their boyfriend or girlfriend are getting serious. They could just be getting it in. That's all. Do you know what I mean? Like, case in point, Hot Topics was so excited to tell me Robin Thicke has a new girlfriend and she's only 20. She's only 15 years older than his own son. And her name is April Love. And she's a model. Well, isn't everybody? Anyway, they went to Bristol Farms, which is this supermarket out in LA or somewhere out there that you go when you want the paparazzi to take a picture of you. Like if you want to be on the down low, you don't go to Bristol Farms. Anyway, so there's the Chippy, and there's the son, and I'm just more disappointed that he's introduced this girl to his son than anything else. It's really disheartening that people do that. And I know that men are the ones that we usually stereotype as introducing kids and doing inappropriate things before women do, but women do it too. You introduce your kids too early. And then a family outing to Bristol Farms. I wonder what Paula says, or if Paula even cares. Paula, do you know that he's introduced your son to a 20-year-old who's not a keeper, just a little something something? I'm thinking. People who are younger after divorce, people who date people younger, because I was asked, all right, well, Wendy, do you think that he's trying to get back at Paula? Because Paula is a woman, I guess Paula Patton must be 37, 38 years old. Do you think that, you go on to a younger person after divorce to get back at your ex-spouse? No, see, I don't. You know what I think? I think that you get with a younger person because you're tired of being bossed around for 20 years of your life in a marriage. You know what I'm saying? And if an older person gets with a younger person, it's easy for them to go along to get along. You tell them to sit down, they ask you where. That's all. I mean, I would not be offended by a younger person because there's nothing that I want from a 20-year-old girl. Or, I lived that life already. Do you know what I mean? But to be able to boss somebody around, now that's a good reason to get with a younger person. That's why Madonna does what she does, I'm sure. So they went out on New Year's Eve, allegedly, these two, April Love and Robin. And they went to the club, except she was too young to get in. And so what do you think he did? Because, see, I peg him for this. He's a good-looking guy, but he's like jerky, like he knows he's good-looking. He carries himself like he's good-looking. If you've ever seen Robin Thicke in person, Robin Thicke doesn't need to be a wealthy singer to get girls. There's some people, he's like 6'1". He looks great in a suit. He's got a great voice, good hair. And so, anyway, so what do you think he did? He told this girl, well, bye, I'm going in. Yeah. You know what I mean? And she still stuck around, because that's what younger people do. They're just happy to be out of the house. And with somebody who's gonna foot the bill. Yeah, he's a jerk. A talented jerk, a good-looking jerk, but a jerk. Oh, no. I didn't want it to stain my dress. Amber Rose and Wiz Khalifa have finally gotten their thing together, and because their divorce was really nasty. For a moment there, they were calling each other unfit parents on social media, and now apparently they've buried the hatchet and not in each other's back. Wiz apparently wrote a heartfelt song for Amber. Not all! Are you out of your mind? Now let me tell you something. He said things about her publicly for which there is no going back. He said on social media, now, when you fight in the house and you call each other names, that's one thing. But when you jump on social media for the world to see and you say things like she stays out all night, and so oftentimes there has to be help to look after our son, Baby Bash. Then he goes on, he says that she lets the dog eat his feces. I know, look, I never heard of that. I never heard of that. Like, really? So apparently the dog eats the dog's feces and then licks Baby Bash in the face. And he's saying this on social media about his ex-wife, Baby's mother. He also says, remember we did the story about how Wiz set up a birthday party for Baby Bash and everybody showed up except for Baby Bash. Amber didn't bring the boy around. The cake was set up. Do we have the picture of the setup? Look. And then it was like, he along with this picture, everybody's here except for Baby Bash. She also says, he's also said that she doesn't spend quality time with their son. And he's also called her on social media a stripper and a hoe. Now, that might all be true. I love you, Amber, but I'm sorry, do you carry yourself in hoish ways? The truth is the light, as my mother would say. Now look, that might all be true, but when you carry on like that on social media, where now we public shaming and bashing, there is no going back. You take that love song and shove it. Number one. Number two, Perla, one of my executive producers here, he goes, well, what if he gave her all the proceeds from the song? No. The way you hurt somebody is you kick him in the wallet. By not accepting somebody's money, do you realize that that's the power? Even if you need the money, to not accept somebody's money, that's the power. Both of you act real crazy, though. It's just that to see it played out on social media is really horrible. Anyway, let's talk about another person who said no to the money, because that's the power. Jenny McCarthy. Yes. So, she was interviewing on Howard, and her husband Donnie was there. And she revealed that after being fired from The View, she was asked to come back. Now, I heard about this, but Jenny hasn't, she's been, Jenny has a lot of things, including one of my favorite dirty girls, but Jenny has handled this being fired from The View in a very ladylike manner, because there's a lot that she can say that I certainly want to know. But she doesn't. So Howard asked her about it, and she said, yeah, I was fired, and then they asked me back, but I said no. And so then she was like, but I don't really want to talk about that. And Donnie goes, no, she doesn't, but I do. And then Donnie proceeded to say that he told her when they fired her, they're going to ask you back in 6 months. Anyway, the idea that Jenny said no to going back to The View, see, that's the power that I'm talking about, and then she ended up saying something like, give it a year, it's going down like the Titanic, But she only said these things because she was provoked. She was doing a radio show, and Donnie did most of the heavy lifting in bashing The View. But you know what? Good for you, Jenny. You don't fire me and then want me back. No. Sometimes when I'm driving around town, I'll pop on her radio show, And the funny thing is, Jenny. Jenny's the dirty girl, right? The uncomfortable thing about it is that her father, Mr. McCarthy, does the weather report on her show. And look, and Dad is in on all the dirty stuff too. It's like so awkward. She has no filter, and neither does her dad. Hi, Jenny. How you doing? So Katy Perry and John Mayer have called it quits again. Yes, this will be the 5th time. Except now she can never go back, because now he said the worst. John reportedly has been telling friends that he fell out of love with Katy, but wants to remain friends. But that's not the worst. The worst is that he said that there was a lack of emotional interest. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Does that mean she's bad in bed? Like, I don't know. What does that mean? Does that mean that he physically is not attracted to her? What do you think that means? Anyway, to me, that's the nail in the coffin. Like, now he said the final thing. Katie, you better never go back to this man. He is public. That needs to be a wrap. And furthermore, I see no point in you remaining friends with him. You know, John Mayer has been doing this same jerky stuff to women for years, and I thought that he had grown up. He's like 37 years old now. They had been together, you know, many times over. You know, he said some crazy things about women that he's been with. But, you know, a leopard changes its spots. You know, he was a boy, then now he's a man. So when I found out they were back together for the 5th time, I said, well, this could be the charm. She's 30, he's 37. Maybe something will happen. Nope. Anyway, one of my favorite celebrities in the whole world just dropped a ton of dough. So it's time for a new segment here called How You Spendin'? Hit it. How you spending? Chef Gordon Ramsay, I love him. And he just spent over $1.5 million on this new Ferrari. For the car people watching, stop drooling. I know. It's hybrid, gas and electric, so you can use it both ways. The top speed is 230 miles per hour. I don't know how fast you have to get to the grocery store, but I'm not in a rush like that. I'm not in a rush. And if you want one, you gotta hurry up and get your coins together because they only build 499. So Gordon has one, so that's 498. And then we just found out that Justin Bieber got one. So now hurry up because there's only 497 left. That's it. Lies. That's it for Hot Topics, but don't worry because Michael Ealy is here. Michael plays the killer on the hit Fox show The Following. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Fan Out. So don't go far. Welcome back. It's time for Celebrity Fan Out. Let's get started. Today's, the first Celebrity Fan Out comes from Bucola E, who watches The Wendy Show on WNYW in Newark, New Jersey. Bucola writes, "Hey, Wendy, how you doing? I was driving in my car and I couldn't believe who I saw walking on the side of the road. Brad Pitt." Excuse me. Bucola, I need more. What is Brad Pitt doing walking in Newark? Where was he going? Like, did he have a flat tire? Did you give him a ride? Oh, wait. I quickly pulled over and thankfully didn't scare him off. He was so nice and chatted with me for 15 minutes. I told him to say hi to Angie for me. Oh my, right? This has got to be the best Celebrity Fan Out ever. Right? Yeah. Our next Celebrity Fan Out comes from Skylar J, who watches The Wendy Show on WOTV in Lansing, Michigan. Skylar writes, "How you doing? When I heard my favorite singer was making an appearance at a local mall, I ran over to meet her, Rihanna." Fantastic. He says, "She was so beautiful in person and even gave me a kiss." Rihanna, by the way's new movie, Home, came in #1. The animated movie, came in #1 this weekend at the box office. It made $54 million. Yeah. This one comes from Brandy P, who watches The Wendy Show on KKFX in Santa Maria, California. Brandy writes, "Hi, Wendy. How you doing? My flight was delayed at the airport when I spotted Ludacris." Brandy says, I could tell it was Luda because of the many Louis Vuitton bags. I left my own bags unattended and followed him into the restroom where he gladly took this photo of me. See, like not for nothing. I am so on edge. I am so on edge when I'm at the airports. I swear, I would have called the cops on you, girl. Like, you leave an unattended bag and then I see you run into the men's restroom. Oh, God. Anyway, our final celebrity fan out comes from Mark M., who watches The Wendy Show on KTTV in Downey, California. And Mark writes, how you doing, Wendy? I was at an event when I ran into Julia Roberts. He says, I got the courage to ask her for a pic, and she quickly responded, yeah, but it'll cost you $5. She was so charming and nice to everyone around her. She's truly America's sweetheart. By the way, last weekend was the 25th anniversary of Pretty Woman. I like Julia Roberts. I knew she'd be nice. I love celebrity fan-outs, especially when these were all really good. If you've ever had an encounter with a celebrity and you'd like to share with us, find out all the details, go to wendyshow.com. Up next, the handsome and talented Michael Ealy is here. First guest recently joined the cast of the hit show The Following on Fox. He plays the killer. All my life I talk about the killer, and now the killer is in the building. Take a look.
It's just a matter of time before the FBI discovers my passport connection. I need to cauterize that wound.
Can't do. Easy peasy. Huh. Brought a lot of clothes.
Yeah. It's gonna be a very messy day.
Please welcome the killer, Michael Ealy. Hi, Michael. Nice to see you again. Just take it in. Take it in. Go ahead, Michael. Take it in. Oh my gosh. Michael, just another day in your life.
This is.
Every time you come here, they turn it out like that, like every time. I mean, do you get this in the streets too?
It's never like this in the streets. It's never quite as enthusiastic. I mean, you do get some interesting things that come up.
Yes.
You know, my wife loves you. You mind calling her right now?
Yes.
You know, some women ask me to marry them at that point.
Yes. Well, he's already married, everybody.
Yeah,
you know what? All right, wait. Let's back up. I just want to give you some shoe cam. Just put your feet right there. There's Michael's shoes. Michael, now, you and I have known each other now for years.
Yeah.
You're a friend to the show. But one thing that I know about you is that you've always been so private about your personal life that it pisses me off. No, it really does. It really does. Because, you know, all I ever want to ask you is, are you dating? Do you have a girlfriend or whatever? And now you're married and you and your wife have a baby and you're much more, like, marriage has made you much more open about talking about your personal life.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Does that make you like me more?
Yes. Yes, Michael. You know, because I'm a talker.
I know.
All right, so now, what's your wife's name again?
Katira.
And you've been married for, like, 2 years?
No.
How?
4. 4.
You've been lying to us for 4 years?
No. I told you the last time.
I know you did, but I'm just saying, you know, I have to remind you that you lied so many times before. Yeah. And now how's your son?
He's fantastic.
Has fatherhood changed you?
Yeah, it's the best gift ever. Yeah. He's, you know, the hardest thing is actually being away from them. You know what I mean? When I got to work, and like I was just home this weekend, and he's discovered no.
Yes.
And mine. It was mine.
Oh yes. And so he's 2. So they say the terrible 2.
Not yet. He's not yet.
He's not 2 yet.
He's not yet. But he might as well be because he started the terrible 2.
Yeah, the terrible 2.
Yeah, he started.
Why have you been so private? Because we were talking about this yesterday on Hot Topics, and I was saying that a lot of times actors and actresses and singers and stuff lie about their romantic status because they feel as though it would hurt their fans' feelings if they knew that they were attached. And I just assumed that that's why you were always so evasive about your personal life, because you know you're a sex symbol, and to seem it drives women to the box office if you seem more available to them.
You know, I don't know if that's true.
I've always said it's not true, but anyway.
I don't know if that's true, and I've never tried to be evasive in an attempt to be duplicitous and deceive people into thinking that I'm somehow available.
Big words, they turn us on.
So, you know, for me, and I think I told you this the last time I was here, is, you know, I've been private since I was in high school.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Maryland.
Okay, yes.
I grew up in Maryland. All right. DMV. So I grew up there, and I just learned in high school that, you know, once people find out about you and so, then it becomes like high school.
Right.
So that terminology is like people are acting like they're in high school.
Yeah.
And Hollywood is a lot like high school.
Yeah, yes, I've
so
heard that.
what I've done is just carried that throughout my life. And basically, in order to protect something that I love and cherish and want to hold on to and not end up on Hot Topics.
Right.
It is...
I definitely.
I'm serious.
I respect that
because I know what you're talking. I mean, I know what you're talking about. But like, it's been imperative to me to keep it private, and because when things are good, everybody wants to be out in front of the cameras. When things are bad, everybody wants to retreat and say, "Can I have my privacy?"
Yes. Now, does your wife work?
Yes.
Is she? What does she do?
Not right now. I mean, she's full-time mom right now.
Yeah.
Which is a job.
Yeah, that is a job. Oof. And so they're in LA. And you're here in New York. Is this where you film the following?
Yeah, this is where I film the following.
Because I never see you around. You know, I never see you in Page 6. No, we never see any celebrity spottings. Like, do you go out?
Well, here's the thing. It's been winter. So
say no more.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Going out is like, man, it's like 17 degrees out there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like it's not as enticing as summer.
Yes.
If it was summer, I think you'd see me a lot more places.
Well, why don't you bring your family here for the summer so that you know you're all together? Because Elijah doesn't start school for another several years, and you know.
Well, I won't be here for the summer.
You guys are going on break.
No, when we go on break, I go back to
home.
LA. Yeah.
Let's talk about you playing the killer.
Let's talk about it.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank
because
you
have. You know, Michael Ealy, you have one of those kind of careers where people know you're famous, but you're still able to go to Bristol Farms but you keep a steady paycheck. So the last time you were here, you were starring on a show. It lasted for a season, right?
Yeah.
And then I heard that they came to you when the show was canceled and said, "But we have another project that we want you to be a part of." Did I hear correctly?
Not really.
Okay.
There was.
So that's why you're here. Clean it up.
Yeah, no, there was probably about 5 months in between the show Almost Human being canceled, and then getting the call for the following.
Yes.
And you know, for me, it was just a great opportunity to go from being AI, you know, artificial intelligence, in one show to a serial killer.
Or in a romantic comedy, because a lot of people, we know you from romantic comedies.
Obviously, yeah.
So now, your first episode has already aired.
Last night.
Last night. And tell us about your character.
Okay, I play a guy named Theo.
Okay.
And Theo is kind of a chameleon in that he takes on different identities and personas in order to fulfill his bloodlust.
You'll have to watch the rest. Kevin Bacon's in it, and so is Michael Ealy. It's called The Following. It airs Monday nights at 9 on Fox. Ask Wendy is next. Welcome back. So, everybody have a seat. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. My name's Crystal. How you doing?
Hey, Crystal. How can I help?
So I have a coworker who thinks he can sing. He lacks talent.
What do you do? What do you do for a living? Is this a
Human resources.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he sounds like this. Literally.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, he always wants me to support his music.
In what way? Financially?
So he posted on Facebook. It's on iTunes. So what should I do?
You bless his heart and don't hurt his feelings. You know why?
Why?
Because he's not asking you for money. If he asks you to go someplace and sing, hopefully the drinks are good. You know, you don't have to hurt his feelings about that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you could just tell him watch the show. All right. Good luck, Crystal. Hey.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Caroline. How you doing?
Hi, Caroline.
I'm currently a freshman in college, and
Where do you go?
Pace University.
Good for
downtown.
you. Good for you.
And I've been with my long-distance boyfriend for about a year now, and he's currently working overseas. And obviously, like, our sex life is suffering, and the relationship. Should I stay committed, or should I?
Right. You need to break up in the name of love. Are you serious? You went to college. You brought sand to the beach. Like, let me tell you something about college. These are 4 years. They might be the best 4 years of your youth. You know, you need to not go there with a boyfriend. Break up with him. I know you care about him, but it's too much of a strain. Besides, have you been getting it in on campus anywhere? Okay. All right, well, look, you have to break up in the name of love. Okay? You're too young for adult problems, right? Good luck, girl. How you doing?
Hey, my name is Margie. How you doing?
Hi, Margie.
I've been with my boyfriend for 10 years now, and we just had a baby. She's 4 months.
Uh-huh.
And
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thanks. Thanks. We're not married. Waiting to be proposed. I don't want to force it, but I'm not sure like how I should. I want to get married.
You should have thought about that before you had the baby. I mean, you know, first of all, I will tell you that marriage is not for everyone. Just because you have a baby these days doesn't mean that you have to be married. But if that's something that you wanted,
yeah.
And how old are you, honey?
28.
Yeah, 28. You should have thought about that and had this conversation a long time ago.
You're right.
So what is your question to me?
I just wanted to know how I can approach him.
Approach him. He approached you and got you pregnant. Now you approach him. Okay? All right. Very well. I'm serious, Marjorie. All right. Look. Okay. Look. Come here. Look. How do you tell your husband that you want an open marriage? Oh. More Ask Wendy next. Welcome back. Okay, everybody have a seat. It's time for more Ask Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Tina. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Well,
Tina.
I've been married for about 10 years, and I'm a little bored now.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
How old?
The youngest is 20, and
Okay,
21.
they're out
He's
of the house.
21.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
they're out of the house pretty much. And, you know, I just need a little more excitement in the bedroom, and I really don't know how to ask my husband to have an open marriage. So what should I do?
Throw your wedding ring down. Listen. Open marriages don't work.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So now what are we going to do about this?
Right. So.
And you don't want a divorce.
No, I don't.
Because
I
you
want to
love
stay.
him.
I love him dearly.
So
Yes,
now what are you going to do, Crete?
No, I guess I'll just leave it be.
But why should you suffer? Why can't you teach him what you like?
Well, that's true.
I mean,
okay.
okay?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I like that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Damn it, man. Oh.
Hi, Wendy. I'm Maria. How you doing?
How are you, Maria?
Good. I have a son who's a senior at college, and we text him, we call him, and he doesn't get back to us maybe a couple weeks, a month at a time. And, you know, we're concerned because, you know, we're worried something happened to him or, God forbid, something happened in our family. We have to get in touch with him quickly. So,
what is he, out of state?
He's in Pennsylvania, Lehigh University.
Okay, good for you. Good for him. You tell him Mother's Day is coming up and he is breaking your heart.
Well, Easter's coming up as well.
And Easter's coming. Is he coming home?
Well, we're going to take him out to dinner, but we haven't heard from him.
I get, you know, college is fun. You're busy doing your thing.
Right.
You know, you don't have time for your parents. But, you know, a mom has a way of tugging on heartstrings. You let him know that he is breaking your heart because if anything were to happen to you or his father or, you know, God forbid, something happens to him at a frat party, we know nothing.
Has happened.
It has happened.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to him and see if you can muster up some tears at the same time.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. Race the Clock is next. Don't go away. Leslie is from Maryland. She's got 30 seconds to race the clock. Here's your question, Les. Taylor Swift is rumored to be dating celebrity DJ Calvin Harris. Name 4 other men that she's been romantically linked to. And go!
Oh my God. Okay. I know it was like the Kennedy kid.
Yes, that's
okay.
good.
Harry Styles,
Yes.
I think, and the what's his Taylor Lautner, and
oh my God. You're good.
Wait a minute. Can I phone a friend? I don't know.
Okay. His name rhymes with pond. He just broke up with Katy Perry.
John Mayer.
You're going home with the Google Nexus 9 tablet.
Thank you.
You're good. We'll be right back. Tomorrow, from one of my favorite shows, Being Mary Jane, Stephen Bishop stops by. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy.